you do an exit interview, you might as well just tell the entire company how you feel when you leave. And here's why. My name is Beverly. I'm a COO, and I'm also your Chief Empowerment Officer. When you leave an organization, HR may ask you for an exit interview. And let me tell you, I'm an advocate for exit interviews because I do think that they can be very helpful when we're trying to figure out best practices and continuing to grow, especially for smaller organizations. Exit interviews are really, really important. The difference between a quality exit interview and an exit interview that you probably don't want to be giving are the employees that know that whatever they're going to say is most likely going to be shared with other parties. So they choose to use that time as an opportunity for political padding. So for example, if you were asked, was there anything during your time working in the department that didn't work well for you that you really didn't appreciate? I've had employees who have been like, one thing that I think we could have done a lot better now that I reflect on it is the communication just wasn't as consistent as I would have liked to have seen. For example, I would have loved to have had more opportunities for us to connect for one-on-ones. I know that we have so much going on at the organization, and even I at times struggled with staying on top of some of our meetings, but there were several of us who felt like there just wasn't a lot of time with our direct supervisor because of just how many priorities there were. This is a very political and jargony way of you saying, my boss never met with me, and so it would have been really great if we had met, but without you being adversarial about it. And y'all, making this decision truly could be the difference between you getting asked back later as the company scales, getting glowing recommendations from other executives, and you getting the opportunity to be able to be honest without potentially compromising your own brand. And while yes, HR is supposed to keep things tight and keep things anonymous and keep things consistent so that the feedback can be actionable and not necessarily pivoted to one person, I think you and I know by now that unfortunately we are not seeing that across the board, and that a lot of HR practices that should be protected are actually being exploited. So protect yourself so that, you can say what you want to say, but do so from a place of poise politically and grace, most importantly.